The time went faster than I thought. Must be you, Reptihan. Doomer's Boa shed, so I mean not shed, she peed. So she's all digested from Wednesday's meal, like normal. Oh, first one in here. Yeah, you're the first one and only one. Not now, it says you're gone. It says you're gone now, I know you're here. Yeah, I'm almost positive that's exactly what I had to set my Inkbird at. I think it was 103 or 105, something like that, for that enclosure. You know what I mean? Because there is a fucking quarter-inch gap on the bottom, you know, between the tank and wherever your mat is. But you know what I did with mine on here? I actually taped my mat right to the bottom of the enclosure, so that way it was right up touching. I mean, it doesn't matter if you leave it, you know, if you don't. You know what I mean? You're just going to have to set it for that fucking air gap. You know what I mean? It's just going to make it different. If you tape it up to the bottom of the enclosure, you're going to have to drop it a little bit. You know what I mean? And if you leave it, you know, to where you can take the tank off and the mat sitting there, you know, you'll have to have it a little higher than if it's sitting right on the bottom. And I either use Gorilla Tape or that foil, that aluminum foil tape works really good. And honestly, that's what I like to tape my probes down with, is that aluminum tape, because even when it gets hot, you know what I mean? The glue doesn't seem to, something about the glue on it, it doesn't seem to, what do you want to call it? The adhesive, you know, stays sticky. It doesn't get like some of your other tapes, like duct tape. You know what I mean? But nobody else is in here, buddy. So I got it set to 2 degrees right now. Yeah. Ideal. Yeah. Once you get it to about where you are, you're only going to want to go 1 or 2 degrees. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't keep a snake in my probe bins because, so, you know, I don't keep a snake in my probe bins because a snake is sitting on that. Yeah, I don't put my probe inside either. My probe goes right on top of the heat tape. You know. But no, I was telling him that you and I both, you know, when it comes to heat tape, we have it under our enclosure. We don't put it inside the enclosure. You know what I mean? So I was telling him, you're always going to have that mat. If we do that, the way we do it, it has to be a lot higher. The temp has to be set a lot higher to get the right temperature inside. Yeah, it should be directly taped to your heat mat. Yeah, you don't want the probe inside your enclosure. You know, because like Dale said, you take a chance that the snake sits on top of it and it says that it's warmer than it actually is. You know what I mean? Or it could say it's cooler than it actually is, and it could fuck your temperatures up. You know what I mean? I know there are guys, you know, fucking Olympic reptiles. He fucking drills holes in the back of a tub and he puts probes inside there. And I guess it works for him, but I just prefer not to have anything for my snake to fucking in tape. You know, you really want to try to keep tape away from your fucking snakes. You don't want to be peeling fucking duct tape off your snake. So, you know what I mean? So I prefer my cord and all that outside of the enclosure, so there's nothing for my snake to get wrapped around or anything like that. Yeah, and I pretty much knew that you was putting, you know, your fucking heat mat outside. I never thought about the probe because, you know, I always tell people I always tape my probe down to the heat mat. You know, it's really what's best. That way you guarantee that fucking if something goes wrong with that mat too, You know what I mean? It will shut it down. There's no fluctuation or whatever. You know what I mean? So Dale, it's not saying you're even in here. It's only saying there's one person in here. Dale's got himself on private. Yeah, see, he's hiding. Dale's hiding. But no, and it's little things that people don't think about. You know, the whole tape thing and fucking peeling tape off your fucking snake. You know, like a snake. You're one of them incognito guys. My wife was. I just had to change this girl. So my wife had her out for, I don't know, a good 5-10 minutes. Get yourself a Dumas. Up to Dale. I know. Some people aren't really into them because they don't. You know, their colors don't look like fucking anything on here. She just looks kind of brown and tan like, but she is fucking got wicked pinks in her and shit that just don't pick up on this fucking camera. No. But you'll be able to see it when you get here. She is really pretty. You know, and when you see her head in person and she's got like pinstripe fucking pinks that outline her head fucking pattern, you know what I mean? You know, and actually they're starting to become actually what I would consider kind of, you know, a lot of people want to get them now. You know, there weren't many people had them. You know, there was breeders that had them when I first got her, but I didn't see jack shit for fucking videos really. Here and there was like, you know, a pet person here or there. But it seemed like they were the only ones that were posting videos on Dumerals, you know what I mean? And then I got mine. And Christ, it was still, I want to say, probably 2 years after I got her that before, you know, I started actually really starting to see other people, you know, posting videos of theirs. You know, there's that one guy that has that one that's supposed to be fucking a world record because it's so fucking long and it's so heavy. But it looks like an obese fucking Dumerals boa to me. The one that I saw, I mean, it's fucking looked like it was almost the size of a basketball. You know what I mean? The thickest part of its body. It looked fucking like a fucking berm. Yeah. Reption, Adam, Evan, fucking, do you watch Jason's Exotics? You know, he's got lots of boas, but he also does Bretics and Burmese, but it seems like he fucking talks mostly about about boas. But he breeds these guys too. There's a few of them out there, but I mean, he's somebody, you know, fucking legit. Fucking you know, that you could look at. He's on Morph Market too, and he's got videos here, Jason's Exotics. Fucking. Yeah, he does because he was selling them. The last time I knew, which was a couple months back, he had a couple for sale. 57 on Morph Market. They all look very similar. No more. No, there are absolutely no morphs with fucking Dumerals, and everybody's been saying that. And I don't know if it's because you can't crossbreed them or. But no, everything is just Dumerals that's out there for sale right now. And there's maybe a handful of people that, you know, that fucking breed Dumerals. My girl, fucking honestly, I think this girl's fucking, because she's 5. You know, I mean, myself, when you come see me, Dale, I'll have to see, not that I'm gonna breed her, but I'm pretty sure fucking she's breeding size now. I think I could breed her. Probably not enough have been bred for, say, an albino to pop out, haven't it? Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I heard Jason's Exotic say there's something about these boas. There's a reason why nobody's actually bred them. Welcome, fuckers. But so, but I might be wrong. But I'm almost positive. I pretty much think that's why he said there's no fucking Doomerals. You won't find Doomerals morphs out there. Oh, it's Skeet. Hi, Skeeta. Thanks for joining us. I could take this girl out today because she's all digested. She peed for me this afternoon. Let's get everybody a good headshot. This girl it gets wicked red. I mean, you can't tell her, but she's got pinkish red sides and her head's pinkish red and you see her, she's got beautiful white eyes. Her eyes are white with just a fucking little fucking, the little black, for her pupil or whatever you want to call it. It's not really a pupil. Well, no, I know. I said after you get your Serenam. Dale hasn't gotten a Serenam yet because he knows fucking it's too cold to ship. he thinks that he wants everybody to believe that he's actually got patience and and he's really thinking hard on it. But that's shit. It's just because he knows there's no shipping right now. As soon as shipping fucking comes, he's gonna pull the trigger. I guarantee it. Unfortunately, there isn't one I want on. Oh, there isn't? I thought there was. Where the fuck is that picture that you sent me then? You didn't have to come out of hiding, Dale. It's fine. It was fine. I don't mind. Thank you, Skeeta. This is a Doomerals boa, not to be confused with a Madagascan boa, because they do have similar pattern. And she is a ground dwelling boa. You won't normally find these guys in fucking trees. Maybe if the ground's flooded or something, like any fucking snake, fucking it might climb trees. But yeah, I thought maybe fucking we get some people maybe join us on this afternoon that can't normally join during the week, but just not the must have yet. Beautiful snake. Just not the must have yet. I will pop up. Hopefully I can. Well, Jesus, I mean, breeding season for boas runs about the same consecutive with ball pythons, don't it, Dale? I mean, I know you can breed year round, but I mean, for the most part, fucking, it's wintertime, ain't it? So there should be. They can be. Yeah, I know. Ball pythons can too. I mean, we know people that breed fucking ball pythons year round. Welcome, fucker. So, but I always thought that for the most part, I think a time within the next few months, this litter will be dropping. You'd get a boa from fucking did you check my buddy fucking Casa de Fuego Reptiles to see if he had anything? Because even if he don't have anything, he's got fucking lots of people in Florida. You know what I mean? Maybe, he could fucking help you find one. And he's got fucking amazing prices. He really does. I mean, I only paid $1,000 for my IMG girl. Well, let's check off market. Yeah, but I'm telling you, he is a good person to fucking look at. And Jason's Exotics, but he's on off market, so you would have seen it anyway. Yeah, I know you do. I know you do, but doesn't mean that fucking my buddy couldn't find that one that you're looking for, though, either. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, it give you somebody else to look for. And like I said, if he don't have any, fucking, he's got all kinds of people out there that fucking, he could either fucking introduce you to, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to help you out, and I know that he'd be willing to do that. Fucking Pablo's amazing. He's the one that sent me 3 fucking snakes on shipping. Alls I sent him, welcome, fucker. all I had done is because I told him that I think that I was going to have to wait for for Raven and this girl, Raven, my Guyana, my Dumerals Boa, and who else? Roscoe. I think it was Roscoe. Roscoe? Who the hell was? Oh no, it was my IMG. My IMG sent me sent me this girl, and he sent me Raven just for the fucking shipping cost, and trusted me, didn't know me from jack shit. And he trusted me on like fucking $2,200 worth of snakes. And all I sent him was like fucking $100 for shipping, $150 for shipping. I know Dale remembers that, because I fucking was like, no way. At first I thought, maybe it's a scam. Because, yeah, I had been talking to him for a couple days, but I mean, I really didn't know him. He didn't really know me. I had bought one snake before, a boa from him before, but it was only a $300 boa. So he had no idea whether I could come up with $2,300, whatever it was. And then as it was, I sent him it twice. So he was sitting there with like 40 fucking $400 of mine, because I fucked up and sent it twice, and he was good enough to send me fucking, once I sent him all the money for the snakes, he was good enough to, without right back, send me right back, because I was like, oh, great, I just sent guy $4,400, and, and he sent me, I've already got the snakes, and I was like, holy shit. Whatever, can't please everyone. But I couldn't believe it, and that's the type of person Pablo is, though. He's a great guy, and it wasn't, he's like me. He says, he can judge a person, after talking to him for a little while, and he could tell that, I was his kind of people, and he did. He sent me fucking $2,200 worth of fucking snakes, fucking for shipping costs. This girl right here, Skeeter, would cost me $600, $800. This girl was $800 fucking 4 years ago, 3.5, 4 years ago. Sorry, I got to catch up, guys. I'm looking. I was going to look at Brian's Boas. No. And somebody like you, I'd say, fuck yeah, get one from Brian's Boas. But I wouldn't fucking necessarily send a fucking newbie to him. Fucking guy ain't comfortable with any of his fucking boas. Me and fucking Evie were laughing about it the other day. She goes, you ever watch Brian Boas? Fucking, she goes, he don't look very comfortable at all, because he's always like fucking holding them away from his face. And I mean, that's just a telltale sign now, obviously, that he's been bit a few times. And then the fucking thing will get a little fucking moving around, and you go, okay, I guess it's time to put that one back. And then we'll take somebody else out. Well, yeah, I'm sure he does, but I mean, I don't give a fuck how many snakes somebody has. I don't think that it's okay not to fucking handle them and hold them, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if it's in a glass enclosure or if it's in a fucking tub. I don't believe any snake ought to be fucking stuck in any enclosure. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's where I kind of draw the line. I mean, it gets to a point where when you get that big and you don't, he needs to hire people to fucking handle the snakes then. You know what I mean? Figure the one mean one I had hit me well over 50 times and I kept holding it. Haha. Yeah, well, some of them, but I still think obviously that snake fucking had a bad experience with somebody before you got it. You know what I mean? And obviously I'd say it was bad enough that fucking, you weren't going to be able to, convince him that you're okay. But I don't know. If I got really fucking big, I'd want enough fucking employees where my employees are going to hold these fucking snakes. You know what I mean? You get so big that that these snakes are doing nothing but breeding and shitting and eating. You know, the only other one to bite me was my Suriname. She was maybe wild caught. I don't know. Yeah, she might have been. But wild caught doesn't always mean because I have seen a few other people that are supposedly wild caught and they're really good snakes. You know what I mean? They say the same thing. You know. And actually, I think it might have been Nerd. It was somebody big actually said that one of their friendliest boas is a wild caught. You know what I mean? But then again, that wild caught snake probably never ran in. It never had a bad interaction with a human. You know what I mean? They might have got it before it actually had a bad. You know, look at this girl just hang out, and she's not squeezing my neck at all. She's anchored herself on my arm. No, and you know what about Pablo too? Pablo told me as soon as fucking I have any female, I got her a show for $100, and she was outstanding. I think she was just made a mistake. Only bit me one time. I'll go back and see if anybody else will say anything too. No, it's just us fucking in here now. It was 20 years ago now. Yeah, and I think keepers have come a long ways from fucking 20 years ago. You know what I mean? I think snakes are going through. I think they're having a lot better lives than they did 20 years ago. Because everybody 20 years ago, if you saw an animal in the pet store, and you just mimicked what that fucking pet store did when you brought the animal home, because everybody entrusted that the animals that are at the pet store, they're housing them the best way and proper way. You know what I mean? And they're fucking displaying animals. That's all they're doing, and that's the only good. You know that's it for a pet store. Even now, most often stories don't. What's that? See, I agree. We have to learn a lot. Even now, most often stores don't do well. No, they don't. I mean, I've already said, you know, a place that I go and pick fucking live up when you know Vixen fucking when I had to get fucking live for Vixen fucking we go there and it'd be a couple ball pythons, obviously not as big as her, but I would say, you know, probably 5, 6 years old, you know, so decent sized ball pythons, and then there'd be a fucking baby that might be, you know, not even a couple feet long in there with them two fucking full size, you know, adult snakes anyway, not full size, but adult snakes, and those big snakes are fucking huddled up underneath a hide, and the baby snake's over in the fucking corner, and you can tell it's petrified. It's fucking petrified. You know, it can't get, it's like fucking made itself into a triangle because it shoved itself in the fucking corner, you know, because it's scared. And I could just about fucking imagine when it comes time to fucking feed them snakes. I bet that little snake don't eat. Yes, they're on that fucking aspen, dry as fuck. And anytime I go in there and any of them are in shed, they all got stuck shed. You know, I've seen some that had stuck eye caps, you know. Yeah, they're super dry. You know, I hate to say it, I don't, you know, when I go to a pet store, I almost hope to see a little mold on the fucking aspen. Because aspen mold's really super easy. But in order to mold, it means that they've had moisture. You know what I mean? Two sheds stuck on top. Oh, absolutely. Like I said, fucking stuck eye caps. You could tell because they're like raised and wrinkled. You know what I mean? And you could tell the rest of the snake had fucking shed because there's no, you know, that's the only indication that there's fucking anything wrong is the fucking eye caps. And they, like I said, they look like saran wrap, you know, lifted up, like stuck. I don't know. You know what saran wrap looks like when it folds onto itself. It's like raised and got the wrinkles all in it. Well, that's what it reminds me of. You see this girl? I fucking honestly, I can't get enough of these fucking goddamn snakes. Oh, fuck you. YouTube's fucking with me. Oh, we got one person in here. They must have been newbies. Because pretty much everybody else. We lost Skeeter too. I don't know why. I don't think I said anything wrong. Whatever. Oh, maybe he's probably out looking for Boas. I don't number thing works good. 2 sheds stuck on. I don't get that deal. I don't number things work good. Oh, I got you. Yeah, the counter fucking thing. I got you. I don't. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Julia. You haven't missed much. We just kind of been talking snakes, and Evan's at home. He got a new mat for his. He calls him old guy. For one of his snakes, so he's been dialing that in this afternoon, and we've been chit-chatting about that, and been talking about numerals boas, and people that have them normal, that actually have them for sale here and there. And yes, I do have this pretty girl out. She peed this morning, well, sometime early this morning, early mid-morning. She hadn't gone when I first checked her, but so she's all digested. I kind of like to wait for my boas to actually pee, because they don't poop. They're like most other snakes. Most of the time, they'll poop once a month, and most of the time, they'll poop after the fact that they've gone and shed. They'll shit in their shed sometimes. His name is actually Jake, though, I guess. Jake the Snake. That's cool. I remember Jake the Snake, Roberts. That poor berm. Well, he had a couple berms. He used a couple different snakes in his thing, but I'm pretty sure they were berms. And I felt so bad. Fucking flop that snake out and act like it was no big deal. But it wasn't a big deal. I never saw the snake bite anyway. You can usually see the poop or pee at the rear door. Yeah, they all want to be around my mouth. It might be for the heat. The heat that comes out of me. All right, Julia. Well, I'll take your snakes out. I'll show you your snakes. Because that's how we rock here. This is Twitchy. I'm going to raise this up. That way you can see. Although you've had snakes, so I guess I don't really have to worry about you. You even if these guys, which they're not, but even if these guys were biting, you know exactly how to handle a snake. If you've had retics and Burmese pythons and all that, so. But I try to do it for. I try to do it for Evie and Heather, though, because they don't have snakes at home yet, so they're still a little nervous and all that. But somebody that's had big snakes like that, these fucking things ain't nothing. Ain't nothing compared to fucking Burmese and shit like you've had. So, but this is Twitch, and see how pretty she is now that she's all shed out, man. Like I said, I like showing people I'm in shed, because I like to show that, that my snakes don't care about being out when they're in shed. Like everybody makes it sound like it's, so taboo to have your fucking snakes out if they're in shed. It stresses them right out. And yes, some snakes it might, but it don't not mine, because mine aren't afraid of nothing, She is. She's beautiful, and she's fucking so good too. She's not any different than the rest of my snakes. She's super sweet, you know, very inquisitive. None of them care about the hand over them. They all go to the hand if you put a hand over them. You know what I mean? And it's definitely not fucking for food. It's not because I kept Burmese for somebody for 6 months. Was cool to have. Not huge, only 12 foot, but I like it. Too bad we cannot keep them here. You can if you get a permit. And can't you keep them up to a certain length here? But once they get to a certain length, you have to fucking, that's when you got to get permits. Because I know there's some other state, fucking, I saw a guy that's got green anacondas and he said he's all right to have them until I think fucking 8 feet. And once they get 8 feet, he either has to get a license for them or he's got to find somebody to take them. Which, as soon as he said that, I thought that was completely, why the fuck do you have them then? You know, if eventually you're going to either, and it sounds more like he's going to try to find somebody else to take them more than fucking you know, that he actually has, you know, inclination that he's going to get the fucking license, the permit or license or whatever it is. I know, which is fucking stupid if you ask me. Why are they illegal to have in Florida? I mean, no, I wouldn't say fucking it should be, you should be allowed to go and have them shipped to you. But why in the fuck can't people go right out in the wild and bring them home? You know? Go get yourself a free fucking snake, get it the fuck out of the Everglades, and put a no breeding clause on it. I am sure there are people out there that would more than be glad to be able to have a snake if it meant that they couldn't breed it. No big deal. I'd rather have the snake than not be able to have it because I can't breed it. You know what I mean? Kind of like, because too many people keep letting. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but most of those weren't fucking let loose from pet owners. They got let loose out of that fucking snake fucking factory they had there with all the poisonous, venomous snakes, and when it flooded, that fucking building flooded, and all those snakes got fucking released into the wild. More of them got released in the wild from that factory or that building that had them all than all the fucking people in Florida that might have let them loose. You know what I mean? But they want to fucking blame it on the pet trade and all that, and it had fucking very little to do with us. It was mostly that goddamn factory, or it's not a factory, but the building that fucking flooded and all the fucking snakes got, you know, swam off. You know, that's why all them fucking venomous snakes are there that weren't there before. It weren't from your fucking pet owners. You know, you know how many fucking pet owners would have to be out there to have that many snakes fucking be let loose all at once? You know, it's just a way for them to fucking regulate something else and to be able to fuck with somebody. The government ain't happy unless they can fuck with you somehow. You know, make you feel inferior like we all have to fucking bow down to somebody. Yes, they did. Hurricane released lots of those snakes. Yes, exactly. See, you heard it too. But they want to blame it on like it's fucking people letting them loose. You know what I mean? I yell at the TV because granted they don't talk about it anymore. But back when they were talking about it and you had all these people saying, oh, you know, it's the pet fucking people, I was there screaming at my fucking TV and going, no, it was that fucking hurricane, you fucking fucks. Why don't you leave us fucking people that love animals to fuck alone? You know? Most of us are better than most of them other fucking people that want to take all our fucking rights away. You know? You know, fucking animal people. Fucking people that love animals, for the most part, I don't think are fucking bad people. You know? Definitely not to the core. You can't have compassion for fucking something else and you not a little piece of you be good. Welcome, fucker. That's just our way of, I'm gonna put Twitch away and I'll take Ziggy out. We lost 2 just by saying welcome, fucker. Hey, who's in here? Dale? Dale, you're still in here, right? Evan, you still in here? And I know you are, Julia. Oh, we're back up to 4. Yeah, it's just us 4 again. Just us 4. It's just the 4 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the 4 of us. The 4 of us. Is Ziggy. Ziggy Pop. Was you in here when I was explaining where I got his name from Frankie and Annette, the Beach Party Bingo and all those movies? Remember, they had Frank Zappa. Well, they had Ziggy Pop, too. There was a guy named Ziggy Pop. Yeah, see, I know Dale remembers. Julia, you gotta know. I mean, you probably remember fucking Sky King and The Flying Nun and, you know, and I remember it. I remember all those. You know. I bet you used to sing Helen Reddy Delta Dawn when it came out. I hope you're laughing. Yes. Yes. See, we all got good taste. But yeah, that's where I got Ziggy Pop from. That's, if you was wondering, what the hell is Ziggy Pop from Frankie and Annette from Beach Party Bingo? I'm pretty sure it's that one too, that Beach Party Bingo, or something like that. I used to watch all those fucking shows. Oh hell yes, I remember all those shows. Well, that's Ziggy Pop. That's where Ziggy Pop came, because I'm pretty sure he was like a friend. He was a friend of Frank Zappa in the movie. I'm pretty sure, because you had Frank Zappa, and then you had this guy called Ziggy Pop. Fuck yeah. Yeah, but that's him. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? So I like the fucking old shit like that. You know, I grew up on the black and white Little Rascals and, you know, shit like that. I mean, Little Rascals was way better than Lassie to me. And I'm an animal person, but I don't know. I like Flipper. I like Flipper better than I did Lassie. You know what I mean? You guys feel me? Which was your favorite, Flipper or Lassie? Yep, I remember. And he does look like a Ziggy. I thought so too. As soon as I saw this fucking guy, I said Ziggy Pop. It just rolled off my tongue. And honestly, I had to actually think to remember, you know, how I came up with Ziggy Pop. And then it was like Frankie and Annette, Beach Party Bingo or something like that. You know what I mean? But he's so good. He's not head shy. You know, fucking. He is, and they both, all of them eat great. You know, he has a laughing smile face on him. He probably does. I just ain't seeing it. Sometimes it's easier to see it on camera than it is to actually see in person. Oh, right here, right there. Is that the one? This one he's going, oh. Or he's blowing you a kiss. Mighty Mouse. I fucking love Mighty Mouse, man. Mighty Mouse, Tom and Jerry, you know, fucking Roadrunner, Coyote Roadrunner. You know, it says there's 0 people in here right now. Flipper. I like Flipper too. I like Flipper better than I did fucking Lassie. And like I said, it's hard to believe because I'm a wicked animal dog and all that. But it was just something about Lassie fucking, you know. Maybe it was because the barking and them acting like fucking they knew what the fuck the dog was saying. And I found, oh, little Jimmy's in the well. I just, from Lassie going, roop, roop. oh, little Jimmy's fucking stuck in a well. Bring me there, lassie. You know, I just was like, yeah, okay. Thought Sandy was hot at the time I was a little kid. What about Mr. Ed? Oh, absolutely. Hey, Wilbur, can I have a carrot? Green Acres, you know, and you got the Beverly Hillbillies. Yes, he could talk way better than Lassie, and he didn't have to go the whole fucking movie. What? What? Little Jimmy stuck in the fucking hayloft? Yeah. Aurora is in blue. That was the one I seen that looks like he's smiling. Yeah, it does. And there's two of them right side by side. One of them looks like a laughing face, and the other one looks like somebody's going, whoa, right beside it. Scooby-Doo is all. Yeah, Scooby-Doo, definitely. And Scrappy, too. When they fucking came out with Scrappy, too, I thought that was just fucking awesome. That was fucking awesome. Wile E. Coyote, yeah, from Roadrunner. Yeah, I thought for sure too. One day they were gonna have fucking him get the Roadrunner. I really did. I want to show you. See their eye caps. I can tell she's in blue. There you go. That's a good zombie eyes right there. But you see how good she is? Even in shed. Well, hold them. Hold them, you know, hold them whenever. Love Rin Tin Tin. Could you see a good deal? I know she kept moving, and I'm trying to watch her and trying to watch the camera, but she does. Her eyes are fucking blue. They're not solid blue yet, but they probably will be by tonight. But see how good she is, even in shed. She's got no cares, you know. And I really do. I think I don't see these guys getting any worse. I think they're only going to get better. I really think our relationship's only going to get better. You know, as long as I keep doing things the way I have been doing, I really don't see, you know, look at her. She went right to my other hand. She can't see. And it didn't freak her out at all. We got 0 people in here. No reason to get worse. I don't think so. I'm a firm believer. If any of these guys were going to act out from the things that I normally do, which is just this, I really don't ever see it being an issue. I really don't. I only think they're only going to keep getting more and more trusting to the point where, I could probably maybe toss them around like Jake the Snake was at Berm. Not that I would, but I honestly think, by the time these guys actually get what I would consider full size, they're going to be puppy dog tame. Only ever had a snake get better going. Yeah. I mean, I don't believe it's much different than other animals. Other animals, yes, you can start out with an animal that's not, so trusting, but yes, they are so blue. They're, like I said, she's deep into shed. She's been in shed, going into shed all week. You see watch how fucking weird blue her bottom of you can tell right there too. The bottom of her belly. See how blue that is? Oh, here we go. You can see how dull it is. And you definitely be able to tell, coming right up here when after she sheds and I show you her belly again. But she's so good, you know. And I've had them all out. My ball pythons, my berms, my boas. When they're in blue, it don't matter if they go to the bathroom. I'm taking them out. You know what I mean, and they're gonna get clean. Can tell she's a happy baby. She is, because even though she can't see a lick, and and most snakes would not probably be comfortable being out like this, but you can tell she's not worried. She's moving around as much as she normally does, even when she's not in shed. And I have times that she's not in shed and she moves around more. But then again, she's through my collar. I gotta unbutton my collar. I'm gonna put her back because I don't want to keep her out to where she is stressed. I like I said, I try to get them. I put them back to where the next time I go and open the tub up, they're not going, oh fuck, it's that asshole again. You know what I mean? I try to always be their good thing. Oh, see her belly right there? See how fucking blue it looks? That's what a dead. She looks like those dead garter snakes. Fucking their bellies. You know what I mean? When here, because normally it's like salt and pepper. It's black and white. You know what I mean? And really pretty. And now it's got like a blue tinge to it. Almost looks like a dead snake. She won't. I'm waiting for her to let go of me. Just us three. Well, us four. You want to see Raven? Dale? Or Evan? Yeah, she is. And Julia, I have the unboxing video to her. She was so much lighter. You know what I mean? She was so much lighter. And actually, I was concerned that she weren't even going to get this dark. Because after the fact that I bought her, Dale goes, sometimes them jungles don't darken up as much. And I was like, oh, fuck. But she's gotten super dark. I'm going to put you on my TV. Okay, yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait till you tell me. What do you want to see, Evan? I'll pull something out for you. Or Julia. I mean... Hypos don't. But look, she's supposedly a hypo jungle, and she's gotten wicked dark. So, but I've seen a lot of snakes that are like that she looks like that aren't labeled hypo. Yeah, you know what I mean? I guess it depends. Maybe I got lucky and she's got the darkening gene in her to make some of that hypo. I really am hoping her saddles stay, but it's looking like those are gonna darken up too. She had absolutely none of that fucking black freckling or whatever you want to call it in those saddles before, none, and now they're actually starting to pop up. She is one for sure. They just don't usually make it black in the end. Yeah, I don't care. I really hoping to keep some of that pattern. You know what I mean? I like that color. That her saddle color in that black, to me looks good because it's like a copperish fucking, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to say. It's a weird color, that her saddles. I think Evan's gone, or he's not listening. Yeah, I do too, because I do like, I mean, if she gets all black, I won't care either. But it would be nice to keep some color. You know what I mean? I mean, I know damn well her fucking tail's staying. She's got no black freckles that have fucking moved in at all on her tail. So her tail, I'm assuming, is gonna stay weird colored. From the rest of her body, her tail like doesn't fit her. You know what I mean? Mine is actually a pastel dream. No shit, I've never heard of that. Pastel dream, IMG jungle hat, Cali hat Annery. No shit. She got lots of hats. Lots of hats. She'd be a powerhouse for you later if you ever decide to breed her. Oh, I was getting that. Pablo said when I'm ready, if I want to breed anything, fucking, he'll get me males for all my females. You know, and which is cool about Pablo is Pablo at least fucking knows what the fuck, you know. He's not just gonna send me a boa because it's male. You know what I mean? He breeds boas, so fucking he'll send me something good to give me something good. You know what I mean? That is pretty cool. And he didn't say anything about splitting the clutch or anything like that. He said let him know, and all he wants me to do is just pay for shipping. You know what I mean? And fucking he'll send me the mail and then fucking send him back to him after. You know what I mean? I don't know. I at this point I don't feel like breeding any boas. But honestly, I think if I bred boas, I think I could sell boas faster than I could fucking, you know, ball pythons. You know, I really do. There's a lot of morphs out there, but there still ain't as many morphs of boas as there are ball pythons. And that's why I think, to me, I think anybody that does boas is going to do good, going to do decent right now. Welcome, fucker. That's our welcome. That's our friendly welcoming again. But, or maybe Julia's showed back up again. Are you on the TV now, Dale? I'll pull Raven out. Oh, my hypo. Make sure nobody said anything. Might have missed some shit. This is pretty cool. Her sides are filling in black. You can barely see any of her sides now. She was, I mean, if you look, she don't even look like the same snake. I mean, she was way lighter. She had all kinds of pattern. She had pinks in her and all kinds, and she's black. I mean, she's getting blacker and blacker, and she's only a couple years old. She's a 2021. 6/21 to be exact. So she's already gone way past my expectations of black, because I didn't think she was going to turn this black. And she's like black compared to what she was when I first got her. If you looked in that video, you'd swear to God that ain't the same snake. I looked 25 on your phone, and the snakes look like glowworms. Really? Is it my... Do I look like that? Do I look like I'm glowing on yours, Jail? Is it the way my camera is? Do I need to move it? Or does it look good? Like glowworms. No, my TV is so much better. Yeah, I would imagine. It's hard for me to even see myself on my phone, and I've got what I would consider a decent sized phone. It's one of those Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. You know, so it's fucking, phone's just fucking big. Not sure why my phone was so bad. I'm telling you right now, when I first upload a video and when it first uploads on my end on YouTube and I go to watch it, it fucking looks horrible. It's all fuzzy and fucking everything else. And I'm always fucking going, man, I hope fucking people wait long enough fucking so it clears up. Because if I wait about 45 minutes after it's uploaded and I go watch it, it's crystal clear. But in the very beginning, for some fucking reason, it's like super staticky and it just looks like poor quality. You know what I mean? And I always fucking worry that somebody. Mama was very dark, but she looked like burnt copper. Yeah. But now I forgot. I hope obey YouTube this private and let the quality get good before I make it public. Yeah, so it probably does. That because I do too. Because fucking a couple people I notice fucking right after it goes up, I've already got people watch it, and I go, oh fuck! I hope they fucking know enough to fucking pop back out and come back in later, so that way they'll fucking see, you know, that it's, you know, better. It gets better if you wait. If you wait a little longer, it gets better. Just uploaded videos back in. Start filming. What side will turn over? Call between the blacks. She's not really feeling it. I can tell. I can tell she's not feeling it. See that. Fucking oranges don't pick up all the time in her tail, but she's got super oranges. And that dark, like blood red almost. Blood red almost. She's not real happy, but it doesn't ever seem to. She is really pretty. I can't wait for you to see her in person because they all look so fucking just tan and, you know what I mean? Tan and whatever. And she's not tan at all. She might look tan here, but she's not. When you look at her, she's like fucking purple. You know what I mean? She's purple, fucking, and maroon. Her, like I said, her medallions here are fucking maroon, and the rest of her sides are purple. She is so purple, and her head's purple. She's not tan like she looks here at all. You know, and it's really a fucking bummer that, you know, that the color looks so fucking bad in here. I'm trying to fucking always get the right angle. But she is like purple. You know what I mean? And even though, you know, I know that she's been more relaxed when I've had her out before this week. But I'm still not worried about her around my face because I still honestly, you know, even though she doesn't really want to be out, it's not going to turn into nothing, you know, because I do know that she's like that. I'm going to be, you know, more cautious, that I'm not like herky jerking her around, you know. And she got tiny, beady little fucking eyes. In person, it's hard to actually see her eyes because they're so tiny. I mean, all my other boas have way bigger eyes than she does. She's got little tiny eyes, and it's so dark where her eyes are, it's hard to see them. It really is. But she is. She's really pretty. Different light. she's going right to the camera. No, she is being great. And like I said, I could tell because when I went into, she's not tail shy. She never flinches her tail normally. And when I went and picked her up and I touched in front of her tail, she kind of, you know what I mean? She was like, fucking get out of here, dickhead. You again, you fucking dick. Yes, it's me again, girl. But this is the first and only time she's been out today, so. But she's been out fucking 6 days. 6 days in a row now. And a couple of those days, obviously, we had her out fucking a couple times. We had her out a couple times. But this is Raven, my Guyana. And she really is a sweetheart, you know, for what she is. I do. I just want to grab a hold of her and like cuddle her next to my neck. Because she's just such. She looks just like my male. His name was Groucho. That's cool. She had a snake named Groucho. She does have a pretty good sized head. Like I said, her head's actually a little bit bigger than Roxy's, my Doomerals. That's a year older than this girl. But their heads are about the same width, but this girl's head's longer than, yeah, the little black mustache, like, where the name came from. Yeah, Groucho Marx. I think it was Marx. Groucho Marx. That was you know, Charlie Chan. I couldn't get into Charlie Chan movies. Yeah, I mean, I'm normally down, but I wasn't, like I said, I'm not gonna do a long one today. You know, I'm not gonna probably be on, you know, more than maybe a half an hour more. I just figured that I'd take a chance that maybe somebody that couldn't watch during the week. I had Flirting with Disaster sent me a message yesterday, and he said he's sorry that he hasn't been in any of the lives. He actually had to work overtime this week, so. And I just told him, I said, well, we noticed. I said, no problem, but we noticed. And so I figured maybe, you know, I'd shoot a video today. Plus, Heather mentioned that the weekend was better for her, so I thought maybe Heather could join. But I didn't message him. I could have messaged her and Evie because I did say yesterday, good chance I'm probably not going to do anything this weekend. I'm definitely not going to be on tomorrow, you know, but I'll be back Monday morning, 10 o'clock. So, but we'll put her back, and I'll take Foxy out. I'm going to take Foxy out. Because once I'm off the live today, I probably won't bother taking Snakes out again today unless they actually need to be changed. I've held these guys enough now, you know, all week, and this girl I could definitely tell, you know, this girl would. Oops, sorry guys, I didn't move the camera. This girl, I'm probably better off, honestly, to give her a day in between when I hold her. Yeah, she didn't want to let go of me. Maybe I can show that purple. Seems like if I get too close, it's not. Is that showing up purple? Can't tell. It looks like on my end. Crazy tail. Her actual red tail is about 1.5 feet long now. Just from where it actually, you know what I mean, where the transition to her tail, the color of her tail, it's about 1.5 feet long already. Let me know when. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, she looks pink. Well, that's closer to her actual color than. They always just look so fucking tan. You know what I mean? Tan and like gray. And she's far from tan and gray. She's not, there's no tan on her whatsoever. You know what I mean? Do you know why they have red tails? Nope. I don't know why they have red tails. But your BCIs have red tails too. So that's why a lot of people, you know, they think any boa that's got a red tail is just automatically a red tail. You know what I mean? Because that's what the pet stores were selling. Most of them were BCIs. You weren't really normally getting no fucking true BCCs at any pet stores. And you sure fucking getting them now. You know what I mean? But if you happen to fucking see one and it's like $800 to $1,000 or more dollars, you know, I'd say there's probably a way better chance. But nobody has snakes like that. Pet stores don't have $1,000, you know, snakes that are worth $1,000. I mean, the most expensive snake I've ever seen there is like $500, $600, and it was like what they called a special. Because they didn't know what the fuck it was. They just know it ain't a normal. So they label it a special. And the one that we saw was like a pied something, you know. And actually, the pied that I saw for $500, or maybe it was $300. We went there and we found a couple pieds once that were beautiful pieds. And they only wanted like $300 for them. And I was like, wow, I know damn well they're worth more than that, but I personally won't give my money to a pet store. If we keep buying animals from pet stores, and I'm not talking about reptile people that have pet stores. I'm talking about your fast food chain pet stores, Petco and PetSmart, and you know your big chain ones. I'm not talking about your mom and pa ones. I'm talking about your chain ones, and I won't spend money there. You know. Love it. Welcome, fuckers. Welcome, fuckers. That's just my friendly way of saying welcome. Because people leave when I actually try to be nice and welcome them. So now I just say welcome, fuckers. So, but welcome. I don't know. There are a lot of snakes out there though that twitch their tail to lure in prey. I can't say that I've ever heard that, but it doesn't mean that it ain't fucking true. You know. And I always say that just because I haven't heard of something doesn't mean that it ain't fucking true. Just means I haven't heard it. Welcome everybody. Tiana, how are you today? Yeah, it's fine. We're just doing a quick live today for people that we didn't know whether. I know a lot of people are busy during the week, so I thought maybe I'd do a weekend one today to see if, you know, we pick up anybody that can't be here for 10 a.m. on Monday morning. I like that, Dale. Dale said Highd. He said Hida. Yeah, that too, Dale. See, everybody's picking up on it. Hey, I appreciate you dropping in for however long you got. You know, we're not going to be in here today very long. I've already been on for an hour and 9 minutes, and I told my wife, when I told my wife I was doing a live, she went, oh. I am. I always do. Wife's in here too. She just doesn't want to be on the camera today. Welcome, fuckers. That's just my friendly way of saying hello. Welcome. Nobody knows who you are if you're worried. We only know who you are if you say hi. Normally everybody says hi. Look, they already left. See ya. See ya, Felicia.
It's bye, Felicia.
I know it's bye, Felicia. But I say see ya, Felicia. It rhymes. See ya, Felicia. Not bye, Felicia. That just doesn't even, it doesn't have the kick. You know?
I know, but...
See ya, Felicia sounds more like a good kick in the fucking ass.
The bye, Felicia came from that Straight Outta Compton.
Tia says, hi, Caroline.
Hello. Oh, you can't hear me.
She didn't see you either.
I can't see my hands.
My wife's like me. She won't come on camera unless she looks or feels like she looks okay. And she's been doing housework, so she hasn't taken a shower yet. And she looks fine, but to her, she doesn't feel fine. She doesn't believe me. After 25 fucking years, you'd think she'd trust when I tell her you look fine.
I think you're a little partial.
I don't know. I am partial, but we're fucking... You know, I'm over 50. She's 49.
48.
All right, she's 48. I'm 51. And when you get my age, you don't care. Especially if you're married. You know, we're married, so I ain't got nobody I got to impress other than her. You know, I'm done trying to impress anybody. She's the only one I got to keep impressing. Beside her. Yeah, we're actually, what do we got that time? That's not the blueberry gelato, that's the other one.
That's the Sunday driver.
Oh, we're doing the old Sunday driver. That's what we got today. Well, we still got some of that blueberry gelato too, but we normally buy a couple different kinds for the week, so that way fucking we keep our tolerance up. Welcome, fucker. I just gotta finish that. Let me finish that. I'd rather finish that and then I'll pull a snake out, okay?
Sorry, wife's fault.
Oh no. I was gonna pull a snake out, but that person already left anyway. I've been married for 11 years and only got dressed up if I want to. Yeah. I just can't come on here. I know there are people out there that fucking plenty comfortable coming on here and looking like they just climbed out of fucking bed, and I don't know, I have a problem with that. You know what I mean? Fucking when I get up fucking and gonna be seen by somebody besides her, I take a shower every fucking day. You know, I have to. And I gotta be feeling fucking clean, or at least, I gotta at least be okay when I look at myself and go, okay, you look clean. I at least want to fucking look clean. We've been together 25 years. It'll be 26 this September. We've been married 5. No split ups ever. We've not even a week, not a day.
It'll be 8. We've been married this year.
Oh, 8 years this year. Really? I thought it was only 5. We've been married 8. We've been married 8 years.
So it'll be 7 years this year.
All right, 7 years this year. Holy fuck! I lost 2 years. See, it couldn't have been that too bad, because if it was that bad, I would have known exactly how long we've been married. And I thought only 5 years. Oh, I'd say I've been pretty happy for the last 7 years.
Fuck the other 18, 19.
Yeah, and I'm pretty proud of that, because I had grandparents that were together forever. until my grandfather passed away. And then my grandmother was still young. She was fucking in her 50s, and my grandfather died, and she never got a boyfriend, never remarried. My cousin gonna bring over my, what's it called? Northern Lights. Nice. My anniversary is also September. Ours is September 11th.
Well, no.
What is it?
Our wedding anniversary or our get together?
Our get together.
September 13th.
Oh, our original get together, not our wedding anniversary, but our original get together was
September 13th.
September 13th was our original get together date. Back fucking what, 97, 98, 98. Yeah, no split ups. Fucking, she's never ran out of the fucking house. You know what I mean? Like normal people, fucking, you know. I shouldn't say normal people, but you fucking people that probably shouldn't be together when one of them, you know, they get in a fight and one of them always got to go. Fucking, so the other one's got to worry about what the other one's doing. We never did that. None of that. You know, I tell people honestly, it's fucking probably, it seems like the easiest thing I've done in my life besides the animals. You know what I mean? Fucking it does. Yes, we had our ups and downs our first 5 years like everybody else did, but, well, actually it wasn't like everybody else was.
Well, we still have our ups and downs, but we go...
Because we had friends that would fight all the time, and we didn't. But when we did fight, it was about our kids, because she had 2 girls and I had a son. You know what I mean? It was getting together to... You know, and then once we finally said, look, because she was different with hers, I was strict with my son, and she was a lot lenient with her girls. And once fucking we finally sat down and said, look, we can't have 2 sets of fucking rules here. You know I love my son, and I'm not a hands-on. You know what I mean? You do something wrong, you go to bed early, you fucking lose your TV, phone. You know, when they got older. You figure out what the fuck they love, you take that away. You don't need to put your fucking hands on your kids. You just got to take away what the fuck they really love. You know, and that's the way I was. When my son did something wrong, you go to bed early, or, you know, and depending on what it was, you might go to bed early for a fucking week. You know, and that meant an hour. You know, not fucking 10 minutes, not 15 minutes, no, a whole fucking hour. You know? And you know what? I got good fucking kids, all of them, you know. And then we finally realized, you know, we gotta have one set of rules. She knows that I'm, you know, I love my kids, and the fucking girls know that I love them too. They're all fucking, like you said, they're 30 and 27, 28. One of them is 30, and the other 2 are 27, 28, something like that. But here we go. A hypo leopard girl. Sorry about the randomness, people. We'll try to keep it snakes. But I really don't care. Like I said, anybody that's in here, anybody got something good going on that they're excited about and want to fucking share it. You know, I don't care if it's fucking snakes or not. No. Let us be excited for you and share it. This is pretty. Who is that? Oh, you haven't seen Foxy? This is Foxy. And Foxy is a hypo leopard. Boa. Oh, she's washing out, sorry. See that tail? Her tail, most boas are like way more distinct, you know, distinct from the rest of them. And her tail isn't so, it's not. It kind of actually fits her. She got wicked tattoos on her fucking head. I love this girl. But she used to be way more saturated in her sides. Like less white, you know what I mean? Most of it was all color. And she's actually, the color, her salt and pepper is this here. her speckling, I guess you call it, is actually getting wider as she grows. So I'm thinking she might actually, she's less than, it's not so junked up. You know what I mean? Her pattern's starting to like separate more, I think. Because she was really congested looking. You know, all this stuff, all this was more color and you didn't see a whole lot of white in there. And to me, I think she's cleaning up as she gets older. I want to see you guys comment. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have, nobody put any pressure on each other. When we first got together, neither one of us wanted, she had just came out of a relationship. I had just came out of like a 3-year relationship. And, you know, I really wasn't, I wanted somebody to have fun with, but without, you know, worrying about anything. And not so I could run around or anything like that. It was just, you know, fucking just came out of a relationship that didn't fucking work. And I don't know of anybody that goes through life going, oh, I want to just bounce from this relationship to that. And, you know, yeah, it fucking sucked, you know. Which, yeah, I left her, but it still sucked. You know, it wasn't like, oh, yeah, I left her, ha ha, fucking, it was awesome. You know what I mean? It still sucked like most, like they should suck if you split up with somebody because you actually care. But, so, I wasn't ready to fucking put myself fucking all the way out there. And, it worked out good because fucking, she really was, I think she did, but I think she was being cool. And she was very cool because we dated for like 6 fucking months to where, you know, I had my place and she had her place, and I only stayed overnight on the weekends because she had girls, and I'm not one of them guys. I was never one of them guys that just because I start dating a chick for fucking, you know, a couple days, the kid doesn't call me dad. You know, I'm not dad, and you know, and it was like a long, even fucking her girls, you know, never called me dad. You know, after we were together a year, I told them it was up to them. They could call me whatever they want. You know, but I know, sorry people. You guys get me fucking started on something, and my brain doesn't want, it just wants to keep going. What a cool new logo. Did you get it? Hey, did you get your logo from fucking Rare Breed X? Dale got his from him. I'm excited for you too if you got it from him, because I'm telling you, the fucking guy is awesome. Tell him, Dale. Dale got all his shit done from him. You know, and it didn't bother us a bit that he was fucking in what, the UK or something like that. He's not even, you know, local. He's like far away, but that guy's fucking knows his shit. I remember the auction you got it from. Yeah, and you remember me fucking watching her for fucking like 2 weeks? I always said I'd never fucking do that again. That was the longest 2 fucking weeks watching her, and then she hung right about fucking $500 for, you know, almost that whole 2 weeks, and then that last fucking day it started creeping up, and then within 2 hours of it being closed, she shot right up to, you know, just under $900. And I kept looking at the wife because I was like, I said in the beginning, I'm not going 1,000. I'm not going 1,000. My wife goes, I would hope to fuck not. And she had 1,000. I fucking enter. But I am so fucking glad I did. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. I would fucking definitely fucking pick this girl up again. She has been nothing but a super sweet. Another one I can have out if she's in blue. You know, I mean, I can hold all these guys when they're in shed. They, you know, I've done right by my snakes and taught them that I am no threat at any time, whether they're in blue or, oh, where do you think you're going? What, you don't want to go back? You don't want to go back? No, I guess we're bumming. I was gonna pull somebody else out, but she didn't want to go back. So sorry. I guess you're gonna see a little more of her because she's not ready to go back, and I don't force them back. I try to always end on a good note, and if stuffing them back in there isn't what they want, then I'm gonna hold her out and back in a few. Okay, Julia, he is awesome. From yes, see, there you go. Glad you and Caroline found each other. I am too, and actually, it's funny because we actually dated before. That about what 2 years before. We date 2 years before that, hun. I think she's shaving her legs. Yeah, she was, I think. See, I can hear her coming all the way from the bathroom. She's going to be like, what?
Sorry, I was getting ready to take a shower.
Oh, you wasn't shaving your legs? I totally by you thought you were shaving your legs.
No, I'm getting ready to take a shower.
What, the first time we dated, what was it? 2 years before we actually got together this time?
No, more than that.
Yeah, it was more than that, obviously.
Because the girls are 5 years apart, so, and
Kayla was two. So 5 years. 5 years
so
before.
Actually, no, because they're about 7, because
Oh,
Morgan
7
was 2.
years before we got together this time we dated. And she dumped me.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Don't be making me out to be the bad person.
Listen to this shit. You want to talk about fucking a stomp in the fucking bag? After the night we slept together, the next morning, Kayla's not her father, but the guy that had been calling him her dad for 2 to 3 years before that, my cousin. But we're not close or anything. We weren't close cousins like fucking. But anyway, my cousin, decided he wanted to make things work because he wanted, them to be a family and, you know what I mean, and all that shit. So Caroline, being, good mom, said, he's been calling himself Kayla's dad for the last 3 years, And so she went back with him. And you know what happened? He fucking punched her. He gave her a fucking black eye, so she she dumped me to go back with the guy that actually was acting like that before. But, and I was the only guy she ever dated that Chris wouldn't fuck with her, because Chris knew better. He would fuck with everybody else she ever tried dating, and he'd he'd throw them out. He'd go to her house and throw them out, and he not one fucking time ever fucking showed up. Not one time. One time he actually ran his mouth and I told him, I said, you better put your fucking big boots on and I'll meet you right out fucking side. Come on over. And he never showed up and I did. I sat on the fucking front steps for fucking 2 hours, madder than hell. Gonna kill him if he showed up. But, yeah. And cause I'm the type, once I'm not with somebody, I'm not friends with you. If I wanted to be friends with you, I would have stayed with you. So, and I'm not saying I go out of my way to be a dick, but I never seem to run into any ex-girlfriends ever, which is awesome. But I wouldn't talk to them anyway. I might nod. No, I didn't. I honestly I didn't want him to hit her, but I was glad that, because I was nice. And she'll tell you, she didn't really want to go back to him, but it was the whole, he'd been calling Kayla dad, and Kayla, and Kayla was young. She was only like 2, her oldest. So I can understand, and you being a female, I guarantee you can understand too. She was fucking 15 years old. Caroline had Kayla at 14. You know what I mean? So I understand, but it is hard to understand when he was already treating her basically that way before. But I didn't know because I wasn't even in the picture. We just happened to run into each other one night after I met her once. When I went over to buy weed for my cousin, because that's how I met hers. I went to go to pick up weed from him, and he was dating her, and I liked her from get-go, and I always told her that. I even tried to pick her up one night that she was drunk when she was dating him. because had absolutely no problem telling him to go fuck off. You know? So, but her being a good girl, she fucking told me she didn't need a ride, even though she knew me. It's not like she didn't know me, but she told me she didn't want a ride. And it's probably good that she didn't. I mean, I wouldn't have fucking forced myself on. I don't mean like, but, I definitely would have tried to fucking steal her away. That was my intention. Because he's a dick. He was going to the bars with me, and I'd be watching him go fucking hang out with all these women, take off, do whatever, and then come back to the bar. It is rough, and I totally get that. You know what I mean? I mean, it was understandable, but on the other hand, no, I didn't want him to hit her. But yes, deep down, I was glad that they didn't fucking work out, and I didn't go running back to her. Honestly, fucking, 7 years later, after I broke up with fucking my girlfriend, and had talked to Chris, my cousin, again, because he was living in her basement. So I went over to see Chris, and then he tells me they're not dating and shit. And then because she saw me, because she watched me walk through a fucking house to go down in the basement to fucking see my cousin. And then what the fuck? Okay, fucking, and then I thought nothing of it, laughed, broke up with my old lady, and said, well, what the fuck, I'll go over and see Chris, and maybe fucking, good chance I'll run into Caroline, and, who knows, because I'm kind of shy when it comes to women, you know what I mean? So I was kind of hoping it was going to be kind of easy to start talking or whatever. But anyway, I went over and Chris wasn't there. She was sitting on the couch with some dude, and I was like, after I was there fucking a couple minutes, and they were sitting on the couch together, and I was just like, I'm not that type of guy, and I would have done it to my cousin, but I was like, yeah, I'm not that type of guy. So I was like, well, just tell Chris I showed up, and I fucking up and laughed, and come find out that was just a friend of hers that yes, he wanted to date her, but Caroline said she had no fucking, she had no feelings whatsoever for him, and they were just friends, and I believed her. But so she actually come to my work one day, because she didn't have a driver's license, but she had her friend drive her to my work, and she left me a note and a fucking rose on my seat of my truck. So I hope that was worth fucking that whole spiel to get to the end of it. There's always something good normally at the end. It might take me a while to get there because fucking my brain don't know how to skip shit. But she did, and obviously fucking I never had no chick ever give me a fucking rose. And I mean, no, yeah, I'm a guy, but I mean it meant a lot. Nobody else had ever done that, you know what I mean? So, and she fucking asked me to call her, and because I called her up, and everything else was history after that. And we've been together ever since. Fucking the year before we got married, fucking I took off to fucking Daytona by myself with my buddy, the bike week. Fucking never asked her, told him I'd go, got off the phone, said I'm leaving tomorrow at 4 in the afternoon. It was 7 o'clock at night. And she brought me one rose, you know what I mean? And fucking she didn't even have to do that. The note would have been enough. It said, hey, call me, Caroline, But yeah, her doing that, I mean, she actually spent money. It wasn't just a note, you know what I mean? And I didn't care about the fucking money, but it was, when somebody actually spends something on you, it means more than if they fucking, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, or I'm assuming you guys do. Is this girl gonna go back for me? She is. See, sometimes it's just better to keep them out. That's why I say she is my ride or die. That's why I get kind of sentimental sometimes. Not, obviously not today, but I do. I get sentimental sometimes when I talk about my wife. But I would think most of you women out there would hope that at some point in time, that when your old man talks about you, he gets a little choked up because he fucking cares that much. And I'm not some fucking pussy. I just, I actually love my wife and I'm not afraid to show it. Boom. How you like that, fuckers? Thank you guys for hanging out, enjoying the evening with me. I appreciate it. I tell you guys, I don't tell my friends any of that shit. Yeah. I don't tell any of my friends any of this shit. My buddy Bob that I spend all that time riding with, he don't fucking know anything like that. I don't tell anybody that. I'd tell Dale. Dale and I have actually met. Cute love that she brought you flowers. I'm afraid to visit now. Fuck you, Dale. Dale knows me outside of fucking YouTube. You've been here twice. I'm pretty sure Dale's been here twice. First time we hung out, and then you met Camo here. You met Camo here. Oh, if you're still in here, Tia, have you seen my bulldog on my snake? Isn't he cute? Got a bulldog on my snake. We used to have a bulldog and I lost him, and it's actually funny. I didn't even notice that bulldog but maybe 3 weeks ago. And I've had this snake for 5 years. Hi, Mystic. Howdy. Hey, Mystic Mountain, what's happening? I'm glad you went around for that whole fucking thing. Well, this is a black pewter or black pastel, 100% het for clown. Captain is beautiful, and he's just like the rest of my snakes. I can do whatever I want with them, and you know what I mean. And they just, none of them care. I mean, yes, that's not his favorite thing, but I mean, how else am I gonna? I want to prove when I say that I have the chillest snakes, and that everybody laughs because they go, you don't see any other breeders doing that. No, you don't, because fucking their snakes are definitely not gonna act like this. Oh, Mystic said something. I want to make sure I say hey. Oh, sure, yeah. No, you don't want that story. There's the only fucking people that would get maybe that could even appreciate that story would probably have to be a woman. Guys don't care about hearing that shit. You know what I mean? I just sharing with Tiana. My wife said the same thing. I said we got a new name for our vinyl pied. I said we're gonna call it Tiana, and she goes, "That is a pretty name." That's exactly her exact words when I said it. She goes, "Wow, that is a pretty name." I go, "Yeah." One of the girls in the live, I said her name was Tiana, and I said at first I couldn't remember her name. So I kept thinking Tatiana, and she liked Echo too, but she agreed that she thought Tiana was better. Was a better name, was prettier. But this is Captain. He's got like, you can't really tell, but he's like army green, like the old army green. What looks like, you know what I mean? You see that above the bulldog there, that darker color? That's the army green, that drab green. And he's on my wrist, so having a hard time actually. That and I'm holding the camera over the top of them, and I'm having a hard time seeing the fucking camera myself. But I think you get the gist of it. He's like that fucking the old army green is what he looks like, and Captain is such a good boy. He was like number six snake. He was my like 6th or 7th snake that I got. And you gotta love these guys. I do. He's got a cool head too. Maybe he'll show up here. Like one side of his head is so much darker than the other. You see it? It's like drab green on one side and I don't know what. It's not a gray. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but you know what I mean? He's 2 different colors right down the center of his head. He's got drab green here and whatever color this is. So, he really is. He's so chill. He loves being out. Another snake I could have out all day long, and he'd be like, awesome. You know what I mean? Dale's going to come over. He says next month, and he's going to come on and we'll do a live together. And it'll be worth coming and joining, because he's supposedly he's going to bring something very special along with his IMG, so he can show everybody his IMG. But he could do that. All you got to do is talk him into doing a live. I will not do a live that day, so we can all join Dale. So that will be a party. I live too far away. All right, the green color isn't showing for me. Reption. Could you guys see the green color? Mystic Mountain lives too far away for what? To join us on a live? Oh, for you to come here? Thank you, Mystic. Appreciate that. Yeah, she probably could. She's in Texas. Me and Dale and Maina's. Oh, you misunderstood what oh, yeah, you misunderstood. No, Dale's going to come here and we're going to do a live together. And Dale says he's going to bring something with him special. And he's also going to bring his IMG. So, you know, but like I said, all we got to do is talk him into doing a live. And then we could all see his IMG. We won't have to wait a month. That's what I'm getting at. Hey, if you guys haven't, he's got Instagram too. And he's got top quality snakes. Seriously. If you don't believe me, check out his Instagram. It is Arcadia Ball Pythons. Wait a minute, let me make sure. Well, you guys can see it, but I want to make sure I gotta go way back for you, Dale. You're not talking to us. Dale fucking spit out his beer and said, I'm out of here. Arcadia Ball Pythons. I had to go way back to you saying hi to Mr. My live is broken. Laugh out loud. Your live is broken. That's an excuse. His live is not broken. No, I wish he would post some videos, because I'm telling you, he's got Desert Ghost stuff. You know, bright fucking ass morphs, bright colored morphs, you know, beautiful. And you ain't gonna find anybody that's selling Desert Goats cheaper. You know, Dale's prices are awesome. Another reason why he sold as many snakes as he did. You know what I mean? He you know, he's got good prices. So, You want to definitely check Dale out. You know what I mean? And if you hear of anybody that says anything about Desert Ghost, at least have them go take a look at his Instagram. He doesn't have a lot on Morph Market right now, he said, but you can at least go and show them the kind of quality that he does have, and then they'll know whether they want to necessarily get a hold of him or not. Thank you, Mystic Mountain. So, you know what I mean? You hear somebody recommend Dale, they can go look. You know, Dale's not a salesman. He's not going to, if somebody contacts him, Dale's not going to push, he's not pushy. You know what I mean? Fucking, so, you know, Dale's a good guy. He's, you know, and he's willing to fucking, if you got questions, he don't give a fuck if you fucking buy something from him or not. You know, he's just like me. You know, when it comes to that, fucking, you know, you want to know something, or you know, you got a question, send it to him. You know, he'll answer it for you. You know, if you ask me a question and I don't know, that's who I'm gonna message. You know what I mean? I won't guess. I don't like to guess. You know, so if, you know, somebody sends me a morph question, Dale's the one I message. Unless somebody's doing, you know, wants to know something easy. You know, same visual, the same visual. Obviously, you're going to get guaranteed whatever those same visual snakes are. You know, when it comes to fucking hets and all that shit, I get confused. And I always end up asking Dale, or I got Pablo. You know, when it comes to fucking the Boas and shit like that. You know, besides Dale, I got Dale too for the Boas, but I'm trying to think. I think it's Kevin Stevenson on Facebook is great. I ask him about, you know, ball python stuff. You know, I do have some big, you know, some good people and a couple big breeders that I ask questions of, and they have no problem answering because they're cool shits, even though they've been in it forever. You know, I'm pretty sure Kevin Stevenson said that he's been in it 30 fucking years. You know, and he's older than I am. Not that you know, but it means he's definitely more schooled than I am, because I've only had snakes 5 years, so I go after the people that have had them a lot longer than me, you know, and reputable people. But Dale knows his shit, you know, he does. I can't fucking remember. I you know what I mean? Hey, Logan, I can't remember if it's got, you know, I can see the visuals, but then when it comes to the hats and trying to figure it out, I go to Morph Generator. You can go to Morph Generator, you know, and I do. But it only tells you what the odds are. If you don't know what you're looking for, just because Morph Generator tells you what your odds are, it's not going to tell you exactly what that snake right there is. You know what I mean? And being a breeder and selling snakes, you got to fucking know what you got. So I can't watch long. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna go much longer, dude. Almost all my sales are word of mouth. I don't do a good job posting. Yeah, he does. Don't let him fool you. Fucking his photos come out good. You know. Oh, yeah, I have a hard time bragging my fucking snakes up too on Morph Market. I have no problem bragging them up when I can show people, so they can, you know, they can actually see. And I understand not everybody's going to be impressed with everything that I got, but I am, and that's the way it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? So yeah, I pump my snakes up here because to me, I can prove what I'm talking about, as opposed to, you know, Morph Market. You got a fucking few pictures, and you gotta be a fucking photo genius in order to get, you know, somebody to, whoa, look at that picture, you know what I mean? And I'm not a photo genius. Any kind of genius. I'm no kind of genius. So, But all right, I want you guys to be honest. Is it just the snakes that you like about this, or is everybody cool with these the random shit? I can't always talk about snakes. I can when fucking Dale comes over, because I can talk about the friendliness and all that shit like I normally talk about, and then he can fucking do all the more shit. You know? Yeah, Dale, you don't count. Sorry, I should have told you. You're my buddy. You know what I mean? What do you do for work? This is it, dude. No, this isn't. This isn't. I work from home. You know, I think people come for you and snakes. Well, yeah, that's cool. I'll probably only get 6 people then, but that's cool. I don't know. I can't. You know what I mean? If you guys shot videos, it is so easy the first 100 because there's so much shit. But I just fucking now I feel like a broken record. You know what I mean? Because and it's hard because I get new people that show up that might be that don't have snakes. You know what I mean? And they're here because they want to know about how to care for them. And then 90% of my people are like, holy fuck, man, we got, oh God, hopefully no new people show up. You know, we don't want to fucking hear that fucking thing again. It'll get to the point where you guys will be messaging them word for word what I normally say. This is what he's going to say, and you guys are going to be fucking all texting him. Fucking... Or you're going to be texting behind my back going, don't ask that fucking question, please. Everybody's going to be typing, you're a fucker, to me. Oh, it's all right with you because you're my friend, Dale. You don't fucking count. You don't count. We already know that fucking we're each other's people and fucking... You know, I know because this is how me and Dale talk when I text. You know, I'm so random and send him the stupidest questions. They're not stupid to me, but I guarantee you I've sent him some questions that he's fucking shook his head and go, if he would just stop and think and listen to what he asked, he could answer his own question. I can't hear it in my head, Dale. So I can ask myself a million fucking times, but if my brain doesn't fucking hear it, you know, I say it all the time, my brain doesn't work like everybody else's. I'm not slow. It just, I don't know. It just, and the older I get, it's like that. Only if you want, only if I want. I'm gonna be me now. Well, no, you know what I mean, Dale. Yeah, you know what I mean. And he's laughing. Only if you want. Is he answering to you? See, I'm fucking lost now. Sometimes I think some of the messages pop up that you guys are messaging about after the fact. You guys are messaging. I don't go far enough back or something. And then you guys gotta see my fucking face. Fucking. Jeez. I'm still in the research phase, so I like the beginner stuff. Well, no, and that's what I feel I'm good at. That's why you come here, because I'm good at that. I can tell you exactly how to get your snakes like mine are. You know what I mean? Or not. I can tell you exactly how I got mine like this. You know what I mean? I want people to get into snakes. That's my thing. You know, yes, I like producing snakes, but I'm going to probably be a one clutch at a time, do a clutch, sell that clutch off. Once that clutch is sold, then I'll pair another snake, but I'll stay right on that snake, you know, pairing. I agree. I'm thinking about buying a few het monsoons, het candy, if I could talk my wife into it. Yeah, those monsoons are crazy looking. And a word from our sponsor. We'll make people think that I'm bigger than I am. I ain't got no sponsors. Hey, thank you guys for the likes. We're missing one though. One of you fuckers didn't like it. So, if you didn't, if you wouldn't mind, I appreciate it. I got up to the most likes I ever got that last video, but it's probably because I ran for 7 hours. Took 7 hours for me to get 13 likes, but that was still the most likes I've had so far. So it's pretty cool. 2 of my fucking lives got copyrighted because the fucking radio was playing too loud. Or I'm guessing that's why. You know. But it did. It got copyrighted. 2 of them. And it sucks too because they were a couple of my long ones. You know. Because I think people, obviously, you can fast forward through the lives like you do the shitty videos that I do. I probably should have messaged Evie. I've got Evie's number, and I probably should have texted Evie and told her I was coming on. I did say I probably wasn't going to do this today, and she probably been on YouTube all week watching me. She probably figured fucking I'm not going to be on, so she didn't turn it on today. Well, this guy's going to eat tonight. Not that it's a big deal, but what do you guys want to say? You guys want? We did mostly Boas today, so we'll just keep them coming. Motley, you see it? Another little sweetheart. Oh, I'm just holding her up there. I'm not holding her away from my face. I'm trying to get none of my boas, none of my snakes. I'm not worried about any of my snakes up around my face. You know, see, no, don't go on my fucking nose. Jesus Christ. Yes, everybody understands how big my fucking nose is. You don't need to shove your head up there. See, look how fucking big my fucking dad's nose is. My head fits right in it. These fucking bastards always trying to embarrass me. Did you see that fucking red tail? God, that is fucking gorgeous, people. I can't wait for you to show up. Wait till you see how orange that is. It might look really orange to you guys, but it's way oranger than what I can actually show you guys. And it's not her whole tail, you know what I mean? It's just the end of her tail. And she's so gorgeous. And she got that pinkish belly. And she's got that like pinkish. Oh, she keeps moving on me. She's not helping. Right underneath her eye there is darker than the rest of her, and it almost looks like blush. That patch right underneath her eye there. I can't really see. There you go. Now you can see it. It's not the same color as everything else. And it looks like blush. She's so pretty. She's so cute. Oh, the camera. I was told that the infrared Motley is always awesome. Motley, excuse me. I haven't had a snake out. To be truthful, I haven't had a snake out. Honestly, that you guys have seen misbehave. She just acts like the ones that I've had, what seems like forever to me. And I've only had her, I haven't even had her a year yet, people. Sorry for calling you people. I mean, I should call you my people. It probably sounds better. But that's actually what I mean when I say people. I'm saying my people. Listen to me all worried that you guys will get offended. But she is. She's so pretty, and she's so good. You know, got to go. I'll be back later if you. No, I'm probably not gonna be back on until Monday, 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. You're gonna be able to make 10 a.m. What time's good for you, Mister? Because I've been shooting 2 a day, during the week. I can come back on later. I probably will anyway. I'll probably come on at 10 a.m. and then leave the camera going like I did this last time on Friday. And my wife's only home for a half an hour for lunch. And then I'll probably hop right back on again. But I'm going to leave the camera on probably. So I guess I'll be on Monday, and I'll probably be on until about 4:30. If as long as somebody's here and I'm not just talking to myself. She got racing stripes. It's 3 p.m. here right now. Usually 7-ish on weekends. I can butt weekends anytime if I'm not called out. Okay. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I was kind of hoping maybe Flirting with Disaster was going to be around today because he said he was doing overtime during the week, but I thought maybe she's wrapping right around my arm, laying right up against my arm. But yeah, I would think all boas act like this, And honestly, Roscoe, my first boa that, like I said, that passed away, Roscoe was like her, because Roscoe was my smallest. He might have been, this long when I first got him, which I'd say foot and a half, Roscoe. But Roscoe was super sweet like she is. And that's why I jumped right into the boas, and I bought 3 more right after I bought him that were all way bigger than he was. Like I said, he was like a foot and a half long, and then I got fucking Roxy that was this big around then, and she was like 3.5 feet fucking long, and I was like, holy fuck, man. When I got her box was like huge, and I was like, holy fuck, that's the biggest shipping box I've ever gotten so far. And even Raven's was like just a size smaller than Roxy's. So, well, no, actually, that's what it was. I got all 3 of those snakes in the same shipping box, and that's why it was so big. But I ended up with 2 big fucking, well, to me, big fucking snakes. I had no ball pythons. Those guys were even longer than, like, Cleo, my old boa, my 11-year-old boa, ball python, rather. See you, buddy. See you, Mystic. See you, Evan. But, and because he was so chill, I just assumed all boas could be like that. And I got lucky because they, all 5 of my boas have been awesome. I've only heard 2 snakes hiss in my life out of all of these. And this little girl, when I first got her, she hissed at me. And because, I had already heard Raven. Raven's the other girl the only other snake I heard hiss. And probably everybody that's in here now has already heard that story, sorry. But, so, I just assumed all snakes could be super chill, from get-go. and was hoping they were going to be good from get-go, and pretty much they were. You still in here, Evan, or was you just saying goodbye to him? I think Evan was leaving too, Arnie. I'll scroll back, see what's going on here. Got to go. Oh, Motley always awesome. Yes, Motley is. Yep. So who's in here then? Dale's in here. I think Tiana still here, and Julia had to leave too. Oh, it's probably a good time anyway to stop this live, huh? Everybody's got to pretty much go anyway. Tiana could only be here for a little bit anyway, and I think Dale's gaming too. So that's cool. So anyway, I guess I will be back Monday morning, 10 a.m. And be here or be square. See you later, buddy. Oh, Dale, yeah. Cool, Dale. But yeah, I'm going to cut it. And I'll be back Monday. But obviously, if you want to talk to me or whatever, I'll still be around for that. You know what I mean? And tomorrow, too, you know. Just because I'm not going to be on here, it's not necessary. I'm going to be too busy to hang out, chill out, and talk or whatever. So, but anyway, I hope everybody has a great rest of the weekend. And sweet, appreciate it. You know, and if people can't join, I don't expect you guys to. I know you guys everybody's got lives and shit. You know what I mean? So, lives, not like this live, but like lives. You know, so. You come when you can hang out, and when you can't, it's totally cool. I'm not gonna take it personal, you know. So, but anyway, have a good weekend, and remember, if you can't be good at it. Cheers.